How's it going, everybody? Christian from Treasure Town here today, and I'm going to be doing another one of our half-pound world coin bag searches. We got these as a gift from my boss, so there's a lot of really cool coins in here, and I'm going to be opening them up, go coin by coin, and I can't wait to see what we get in this batch. Okay, so our first coin is 10 of something, and it is 10 cents from Hong Kong 1983, so that's actually the first time that I've seen this design, and it has an English-looking front, but most of the Hong Kong currency that we've gotten has been a little bit older, so that's a welcome addition here. This right here is a Curacao 1944 2.5 cent coin, so we've gotten a couple of these in the past. I believe Curacao is owned by the Netherlands, or it's a territory or something, but it's always a really cool denomination. Don't get too much fractional stuff like that in your average lot. Here's more Asian stuff, 20 sen from Malaysia 1976, and it's got an interesting industrial back to it, so don't see buildings like that always featured. Here's 50 new pence, and it looks like there's some tape or something on the front of it, but 50 new pence is worth a little bit of money if I collect a lot of those, which I may have over the course of this 30 bag or so series. And here's a Brazilian coin, 1 real from 2002, so that's more modern and probably worth a little bit, though I think that the currency is relatively inflated compared to the US. Here's a Sierra Leone coin, and it is a half of a cent, so our second fractional coin of the day, 1964, but it's in nice uncirculated condition, which definitely makes it a little more special. Here is 10 lepta from Greece. Wow, 1912, so that's an older Greek coin, and I don't know exactly what this is saying, but I wonder if this has any value. Probably not going to be silver. It's got a cool owl on the front, but it's definitely an old feeling coin. 1885, wow, a Swiss coin, maybe 10 rappen. And this is actually still circulating currency in Switzerland, but it's a very old circulating coin, so it's always cool to get these, and most of them aren't this old, so 19th century Swiss stuff is always very cool. Here's an Italian coin, 100 lire, 1957, not super special, we get those a fair amount. Similarly, we have a 3 pence coin from 1965. That's interesting, pretty good condition. This looks like 10 Pfennig from West Germany, and that's what it is, 1950, so it is slightly older, but it's from the Bundesrepublik of Deutschland, so the National Republic of Germany. This coin looks a little bit familiar, 1958 1 peso, and this is silver, which is pretty cool, but the less cool part about it, is that it's only 10% silver. So we got one of these in one of the lots the other day. Kind of seems like a waste to only do 10% silver. I think it would have been cool if they had done like 1 in 10 coins is, I don't know, extra percent of silver, 100% silver, something like that, instead of making a bunch of 10% silver coins, but that's their decision. Here, we have Brazilian coins, looks old though, 1947, 1 Cruzeiro, so that's probably 1 cent to the real, though I'm not sure. And now I'm going to check out this thing. It looks interesting because it has like a necklace piece attached. It says Dansk Christian X 1905. That's kind of old. 10 cents or 50 bit. So if this is real, it's kind of a shame that they actually plated this, but it's super old, so that's pretty cool. So I don't know exactly how to feel overall, but that's an interesting... We get a lot of interesting stuff for sure on these hunts. This is 100 of something. Maybe it's yen from Japan. Not exactly sure, but I think that it's 100 yen from Japan, so worth about $1 in terms of face value currency. This is 1 franc from 1961, French currency, so also somewhat interesting, though we do get a lot of that. This is 10 francs, 1957, not quite as interesting, but that's kind of how it goes. Argentinian, so we've gotten a lot of South American stuff. 100 pesos, 1981. First Argentinian coin of the batch with General Jose de San Martin on the front. And we've got a lot of coins to go. Silver is down. 1 peseta. Is this Spanish? It is from 1944. So I have not seen any pesetas of this design. Most of them have Franco on the front. So that's also a welcome addition. And it shows how much cool stuff there is in these lots. This is 5 penia. Don't know where it could be from. 1973 from Suomen Tasavalta. So I don't know what this is from. Feels maybe like Finland. That's what I'm going to guess. I think that's Finnish. right here, this could be silver as well. So I think this is British, and it indeed is a 1936 sixpence. Very cool. Our second silver coin in the batch. I think that this is going to be 50% silver, so another low percentage, but I'll take it. Silver is always silver. This is square here. Elizabeth II, 2 cents from the East Caribbean states, 1981. So they always spice up their currency a little bit. They have some cool designs, and that one does not fail to disappoint. A half franc, 1973, from France. All this French stuff. This is actually Vichy France, so a different government though. 1 franc, 1944. I think normally their slogan is like, oh man, now I'm forgetting it, but it's Égalité, Fraternité, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, I think. But here it's Travail, Famille, Patrie, so it's a little bit different. Aluminum coin, by the way. Here's 100, I think, pesos from Mexico, 1986, and that's exactly what it is. So that's cool. 10, pesos from 1980, this time from Chile. So we've got Chile, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, a lot of Spanish-speaking countries so far in this lot. This one looks really small, though. 1920. 1 centavo from Cuba. So I wonder if this was when America was still making Cuban coins. That would be pretty neat. Here is a Spanish coin, 1988, 1 peseta. So I've never seen this new version either, but it feels super light and probably going to be aluminum as well. 1953 pence. Let's move on. This is Italian, so we get this a fair amount. 10 lire, I believe, from 1953. I think that was post-centesime, or whatever they called it. Republic of France. 5 centimes from 1918. So yeah, there's the Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité that I was speaking of earlier. Wow, so we're really getting hit by French stuff. 20 centimes. Here we have 1956, 1 shilling. So that's our first shilling of the day from Great Britain, but continuing that European theme that we have of this lot. Here's a New York City Transit Authority token, so I think that you could use this for 1 fare on a bus. Wonder if that still works. I don't think so, but I don't really have much of a way to test it out. Here we have 5 new pence, and that's cool. Great British. In terms of some of the other stuff, though, that we have left, we've got a shilling, 10 shilling, in fact, from probably Austria, but yeah, there you go, Republic Österreich, so that's a neat coin. Another shilling, 1948, and I think that this is the first year that it was not silver, so not a crazy find or anything. This, though, could be cool. 1 centavo, 3 grams, 1959, from the Dominican Republic. Wow, so very small denomination there, but we've gotten a lot of cool Dominican currency, so this does not deviate from that trend. Very awesome coin. And normally we get more Israeli stuff, but here we're confined, or maybe I'll find some more, to 1 new shekel. But it did make an appearance, so that's pretty common. I'm going to take a look at that later because it has a really cool design and shape almost. 50 francs from 1953. 10 pfennig from 1970, so another duplicate except 20 years later. In terms of other stuff, this could be interesting. So a lot of lettering on this. 1987 Czechoslovakia, 20. I think that this is going to be Napa, but I'm not exactly sure. This is a tiny coin. I don't know if you can tell, but compared to my finger, it's very small. 10 cents from 1962. This would be a Dutch Netherlands coin. We'll follow that up. So we did get more Israeli stuff. 1 shekel, I believe, from Israel. And here's 10 cents, 1970. I'm going to guess that this is Bermuda. And I was right. I have seen a couple of these before, but they're not super common where I would instantly recognize them, but I'm happy to have correctly identified that one. Here's the one that I was talking about before, though. Probably going to be 10 rupees from 1971 in India, or it could be a cents version, because I don't know if maybe it was less inflated at that point, but now that's what I'd expect it to be. 1948, 25 cents from the Netherlands. And wow, this looks like more silver. 1942, 3 pence from Australia. Just has that silver look to it, and I think that I've worked with similar coins before. So it's got the 3 wheat stalks and another silver. Very small, though. This overall silver content that we've gotten in this lot, not too big, but it's always cool to find silver. This looks like it could be old German stuff, so I don't know the year. 2 Pfennig from 1875, so that's a little older than I thought it would be, and I wonder if this corrosion will brush off easily, but regardless, that is a very old and neat, captivating piece with some solid detail on the back especially. Right here, this looks clean, 1973, 25 cents, not too special. Una peseta, this is the design that I was talking about earlier, so 1963 with, maybe that's not Franco, or maybe it is, I don't know, but that's more of the design that I was talking about. And lastly, 1938, 5 Rappen from Switzerland, so a great way to close things out. I have a friend Swiss coin roll hunting. He likes to look for these old Rappen coins, and he's a great producer. But with that being said, we got a cool lot, fair amount of silver coins, though the silver isn't going to amount to much, but that was also complemented by things like this 1875 2-right coin. We had a 1800s Swiss 10 Rappen coin, and a bunch of other cool countries represented, so I'm glad that we were able to do this hunt. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and connect with me, whether it's on Instagram at TreasureTownYT, Reddit at rTreasureTownYT, or on my website, TreasureTownYT.com. Have a great day, and I hope to see you on some of my other videos.